So this is, I think, fascinating to me, and I realize I use that term a lot, but this genuinely is. I want to build a little bit of a case here, and then show you a rather longish but very, very important video, especially regarding Turning Point. Obviously, Turning Point has come under fire from the deranged radical libs. This is one example of our chapter people on campuses in which this sort of thing happens all the time, unfortunately. But this is just somebody walking by, just shouting hate at the peaceful, loving group, which the libs try and twist in the other way around. Watch this cut 4.
Hey Nazis, can you set up somewhere where I can avoid you easily?
Yeah, thank you. Have a great day.
Nah, you Nazi. Watch your neck.
Thanks.
It's hard not to get seething with anger over there. Hey Nazis, F you, watch your neck. Okay, cool, great. Thank you, loving, tolerant, peaceful side of the political aisle, except for the fact that you are not entirely. And then there's this stuff like this. Again, this happens all the time, but I think it's just fascinating to highlight this stuff. This was outside of our event last night. I was in Indiana with Tucker Carlson at the Turning Point USA tour that is continuing on in Charlie's legacy and honor. TPUSA is a hate group. Okay, cool. Good luck with your sociology degree. Probably can't find a job, which is why you're free on a Tuesday afternoon to go sit outside and waste your time by spouting nonsense. But I show you all those stuff now, and I know those are small examples, but I want to play you this clip. This has been floating around the internet, and I thought this was such an interesting take by a person who wouldn't agree with us a lot of the time, however, took the time out of her day to talk with some of the Turning Point students and had some pretty interesting takeaways from it. Watch this clip, and we will discuss briefly.
Going to a TPUSA event as a lesbian atheist. Yesterday, I had actually approached the TPUSA recruitment table. I had had conversations with these people for 4 hours. I talked with the president. I'm not sure all the leadership terms, but some other higher up. I learned that TPUSA, it is nonpartisan. It is centered around 3 things, which are the Constitution, free market, and limited government. I'm not gonna lie, they did not really differ in their religious beliefs. When I asked them if me being atheist was going to be a problem, they seemed actually rather excited to have someone with a differing religious belief. I had spoken with one woman. She offered to pay for my dinner. She offered to take me to her service. Then I told her I was gay, and she was like, obviously I'm not going to lie to you, that's not, it's not biblical. But despite saying all of this, she still stayed with me for hours just talking to me. I remain unconvinced. I'm still not a Christian after this amazing conversation. She gave me her number. She said, call me anytime. I don't care if it's 6 months from now. And that is just something that it's like overly welcoming environment that these people, they might not support me being gay, but I have never seen someone not support me in such a friendly way. So I've never seen hatred be so kind.
Yeah, that's pretty standard. Yeah, nobody at Turning Point in any capacity hates anyone. There's ideas that we hate, and there are people, let me rephrase that. There are people that have objectively shown themselves to be evil. We're not big fans of them, but overall, generally speaking, to call TPUSA or Turning Point or any faction of our organization hateful in any way, shape, or form is idiotic and honestly ignorant. In so many different ways, but par for the course when it comes to the libs. Happy that young lady had a positive interaction and conversation with our very, very friendly chapter people on whatever campus she happened to be on.